We are only a month into the new year, but already there are a lot of new fashion trends taking social media by storm. Today's video is all about the newest fashion trends of 2026. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sabs and I love all things fashion and handbags. A few housekeeping notes that I want to go over, and if you don't want to listen to them, you can just skip ahead. I will have the time stamped in the description. But 1, I got a haircut. I never really loved my haircut when I first come out of the hair salon because it's super straightened. There's no volume. I don't really know how it's going to turn out. So usually the first wash afterwards really shows me the true character of the hair because my waves are back, my volume's back, and then I'll really know if I like it or not. So right now I'm trying not to judge, try not to panic. I went a little bit shorter than usual, so we shall wait for the first wash. Number 2, I had other videos planned for the coming weeks, but then over the last 3 or 4 weeks, I have been noticing so many new fashion trends taking social media by storm, and I was just way too excited to talk about those trends with you guys and hear your opinions in the comment section. So I wanted to get this video out first, and given that there are a couple of controversial topics in today's list of fashion trends, I'm looking forward to today's video and hearing your guys' thoughts. So let's get right into those. Number 1 is a bit of a polarizing one, and that is tucking baggy pants or trousers into boots. This one, I still haven't made up my mind about it because I actually like it when people tuck not skinny jeans into their boots, country inspired style where they have straight leg jeans and then they tuck it into cowboy boots. I think it looks really cool actually, and a little bit more undone, less perfectionist. But on the other hand, I've been noticing some track pants tucked into leather boots and really baggy jeans tucked into some really dressy boots. Those ones kind of, for lack of a better word, are jarring at first sight, but once I keep looking at the photo, it sort of grows on me pretty much instantaneously. So I'm not against this trend. I think it's actually quite cool and I'm willing to try it out myself. I actually have tried it out myself, I think, with straight leg jeans, not baggy jeans, but we will keep seeing this a lot. I think it's very cool girl vibes. It's very tomboy meets city girl. It kind of reminds me of a modern take on the traditional equestrian vibe because I believe in equestrian outfits. It's not always, I know there is some really slim skinny pants that get tucked into boots, but in non-horse riding editorial photos of like Ralph Lauren and stuff, I have seen actually baggy trousers tucked into leather boots. So I think there is a traditional element to this. It's not entirely brand new, groundbreaking, but it looks really new the way people are doing it with way more casual pants and jeans and track pants, etc. The next trend I wanted to talk about is the controversial thing that I was mentioning earlier in the video, and I'm very surprised at how fast this took over social media, and that is the Mandarin jacket. That in itself is kind of the controversial part of it because these jackets are called the Tang Jackets. They're not called Mandarin jackets. They sometimes do have the Mandarin collar, but that's different. And the whole rise in popularity of these jackets, along with I'm in my Chinese girl era, or I'm becoming Chinese, or I'm newly Chinese, etc., all these kind of terminology that's being thrown around on social media is pretty insensitive considering only recently there was a really big rise in Asian hate crimes and people were saying really harmful and racist things to the Asian community. And when I came to this trend, I really wanted to hear some Chinese voices and hear their input on this trend and what their take is. From my understanding, they want their garment to be appreciated and worn but not appropriated, and that can actually be a very thin line. What's happening right now is, one, a lot of people are using the wrong terminology, just calling it the Mandarin jacket, or not even crediting the culture that the jacket came from is very problematic because that just means that the brands are being opportunistic, trying to make profits off of this jacket without actually giving credit where it's due. Furthermore, this jacket being worn like a trend in itself is a bit of a problem as well because this is a historic garment. Just because now it's caught the eye of many influencers and social media people, it doesn't mean it's a trend. Lots of people will continue to wear this, and so it's something that I feel like we as content creators have to tread lightly. We have to be careful and respectful when it comes to traditional garments such as these. I love these jackets so much. I think they're so beautiful, and all the modern takes on them are also very lovely. I've been noticing a lot of people wearing these jackets in velvet, some are in more traditional looking silk, and some are in brocade fabrics. Whichever way I've seen it, it's always been very stunning, very elegant, obviously very timeless. I will be seeking these jackets in the vintage market. I'm going to be looking all over Facebook Marketplace, Poshmark, Vinted, wherever I can look. Funny enough, actually, back in November 2025, a Hong Kong based brand reached out to me and they had beautiful jackets, very similar to these styles, and we were trying to figure out a collaboration that would work for both of us. The deal fell through, unfortunately, and I was really sad about it, but no, I've been eyeing these jackets for some time now. Our trend number 3 that we're going to talk about isn't an outfit trend or anything. It's more of a look trend, and that is the side part. The sweeping side bangs and side part, all of that is heavily back in style. Personally, the side part never left for me. It was always in style, but I feel like what was happening over the last few years was there was this heavy separation of who's Gen Z, who's millennial based on your hair part, which is really quite silly. But the truth is, it really just depends on what suits you. I love to wear my hair in a middle part when I had really long hair, but when I cut it short, I don't really like the middle part on a bob, on myself especially. So when it comes to my short hair, I am side part all the way. And since we mentioned hair, let's do another hair trend for number 4. And that is sleek buns are out and messy, more voluminous hair styles are in. And of course, that is really up to you. All of these trends are up to you. Don't participate, don't partake in anything that you don't like. Really, truly, no one cares. But this is just for fun, okay, guys? It's nothing serious. But my point is, I think for the most part, this is a positive shift in the trends because I was hearing a lot of people suffering from traction alopecia, or is it called traction alopecia? Whatever, when your hair is being pulled back for so long for so many days. Apparently it was causing some balding in people's hairlines. So I think I'm here for the slick back buns being phased out. But at the same time, I think I'm noticing it's not just the slick back buns being phased out. I think it's the whole clean girl aesthetic being phased out, and people are more leaning towards nostalgic, older styles right now. Trend number 5 is all about fun, patterned, colorful socks. It's not just socks, it's tights as well, and leg warmers and knee-high socks and all kinds of footwear. Is it legwear or footwear? I don't know, if it's probably legwear. My point is, a couple of years ago, we noticed a really big trend for red tights or burgundy tights. The following year, it was all about the icy blue tights. And now I think it's just color is back in a really, really big way, and it's just all colors and all patterns. So that's why I'm saying any kind of fun tights are the trend, so to speak. This trend I really love to see more of because it really allows you to play around with colors in a way that is very representative of yourself. For people who like to add a pop of color or like to add an element of fun to their outfits, I feel like legwear, like leg warmers and those kind of things are always so fun. And these are actually some of my favorite accessories. Since I was in elementary school and high school, I've always relied on leg warmers to spruce up my outfits. So those have always been great accessories to me because not only are they fun, they are super functional in these cold, rainy, wet days. Number 6 is a particularly interesting trend to me, and that is military style jackets. You know, the ones that have details on the shoulders and they have lots of buttons, maybe 2 rows of buttons down the middle. Anyway, the whole point of these are that it just has a kind of different looking closure and a lot of detail. The thing that I really find interesting about this is that this trend is not new. I believe it was very, very big in the 2010s. It was really big before. So there's really no need to purchase anything new for this trend. I've already seen a lot of these types of jackets on the secondhand market and they are priced very fairly. So if you're interested in this trend, you don't have to purchase anything new. You can go vintage and secondhand and there's going to be plenty of choices for you. In this trend category, sort of like the Tang Jackets, I'm noticing that there's a lot of velvet and other types of textures going on. It's not just regular cotton. So I think that is also something that draws a lot of people, or maybe not other people, it draws my eye to this style a lot because I love to play around with textures. I love when these different types of fabrics catch the light in a different way than wool or cotton does. So I think that's another element that's playing into the popularity of these trends. For trend number 7, we're going to be talking about jeans. You guys, I think slim fitting jeans are way more popular right now than baggy jeans. And when I say slim fitting, I don't necessarily mean skinny jeans, although some people were predicting that this year is going to be the year of the skinny jeans again. But that's not what I'm seeing. I'm thinking more like boot cut jeans or very subtle flare jeans. Regardless, these jeans are becoming more and more popular. And I do think they are quite versatile in terms of styling. You can wear them with so many different tops and you can dress them up definitely a lot more than you could with baggy jeans. I think baggy jeans at the end of the day just depends on how you style it. But with slim jeans, I think they're definitely more easy to style them to more occasions, if that makes sense. For trend number 8, we're seeing a resurgence of huge, big frame sunglasses. This one is so funny because I was just recently talking about how I'm really happy that big sunglasses are not in style anymore and that 90s small frame sunglasses are in style. Was that just wishful thinking? As I said earlier in the video, I'm gonna continue to do me. I'm not necessarily gonna follow every single trend that I'm mentioning on here because not every trend suits everyone. The big sunglasses trends can suit people with heart-shaped faces or maybe more fuller faces, but I have a really tiny face and sometimes those sunglasses look really, really funny on me and they overwhelm my features. Trust me, I have tried them in the past. So I will be personally sitting this trend out, but I do find them really, really cool because there's definitely more room to be creative and do something different. So when it comes to these ones, I love all the brown shades that I'm seeing. There's a lot of creative designs coming out already, so I will appreciate this trend from afar. For trend number 9, this is another thing that we are noticing a lot more is people are going towards more dressy or formal looking shoes with their jeans. So for a while, we were all trying to prioritize really, really comfy footwear, sneakers, etc. And right now we are seeing a lot more pointy toe heels with jeans and really cute ballerina flats. And I think I mentioned in my previous fall and winter trends video that I'm noticing a lot more silver or metallic shoes, and that's still going strong. We're seeing a lot of metallic and silver shoes. It's not necessarily a pop-up color, but when you have metallic silver shoes, it just instantly catches your eye, but not in an overwhelming way, but just sort of in the way that your jewelry catches attention. It's just like a hint of sparkle in your outfit, and it's really cute. And same goes for loafers. If you guys are fans of loafers, that still falls under this category of more dressy formal shoes with jeans. Trend number 10 is kind of a carryover from last year. East-west style handbags are still going strong, and the reason for that, I think, is that East-west style handbags have more room to put all your stuff in, but it's less deep, so you're not rummaging through all your stuff to get to the item you're reaching for. So in a way, I think it is definitely a little bit more functional and more user-friendly. So that might be part of the reason why it's trending right now. But generally speaking, a lot of big fashion houses are doing these types of bags more and more recently. So obviously that trickles down into high street fashion brands and fast fashion brands, and then it catches on everywhere. I personally like this trend. I feel like there's a lot of brands that are doing it very beautifully, but there are some instances where the bag just sort of loses its structure. I feel like there is a sweet spot between how east-west it's gonna be and how narrow it just looks, the height of the bag. Trend number 11 I'm particularly excited about because this trend is all about midi skirts, but more like knee-length skirts or just below knee-length skirts is what's gonna be popular for 2026. I'm already noticing it a lot. And the interesting thing is, when it comes to these kind of skirts, I used to be really confused. I would think, is it okay to wear knee-high boots? Because knee-high boots come right up to your knees, and then the knee-length skirts don't really cover your knees, so then there's a bit of skin showing. Is that all right in fashion? And I'm noticing actually, yes, it is. It is okay. Because either you're wearing some tights, or if you're not wearing some tights, as long as the colors and proportions of the other elements of the outfit work together, it works out. So I'm gonna be inserting some photos for you guys so you can see what I mean when it comes to logistically or stylistically how to go about doing this. But I think this is a really fun trend, particularly because this length of skirts was nowhere to be found when I was a kid. When I was a kid, it was all about the mini skirts, and then in my 20s, it was all about the like maxi or still mini skirts. And so this length of skirts is now getting its moment in the spotlight, and I'm excited for it because I have quite a few of this length of skirts. I've collected my fair share of vintage skirts on Depop and Poshmark and Facebook Marketplace actually, so I'm excited to keep styling them into spring. Trend number 12, and I can't believe I am now covering this and not way earlier. This is really big right now, and it's fur trim jackets or coats or blazers. I'm noticing this everywhere. It is such a cool statement piece, and it's something that obviously, I mean, it's inspired from vintage pieces. I think this has been around for hundreds of years at this point. Especially, okay, so I think this also encompasses Afghan coats, which also get categorized under Penny Lane coats, which is a character in a movie, which is so odd because Afghan coats are another cultural garment. It should not be called Penny Lane coats. They are traditional Afghan coats. They have this really full, rich fur collar and fur trim sleeves, and of course I'm going to be sharing photos, but these just look so cool and so warm. So if you're in these kind of colder climates of Canada or living in the northern European countries, these kind of coats I can see why they're so popular. And then also I'm noticing a lot of the fur trim blazers. With this one, I would also recommend going the vintage or pre-loved route because I just don't know how sustainable it is to go for all the faux fur or real fur. That would be even worse. So I would say it is a trend that I admire a lot. I think it's super cool. And I never say never. If it's something that you just love so much and you know yourself to be otherwise not an overconsumer, go for it. But I don't know, if you're someone that has to go for every single trend out there, I would say maybe be mindful of where you get these kind of coats and where they source the material because it can be tricky. This one is kind of a gray area for me. I don't know how sustainable this trend is, but it is so beautiful. I can't lie. It's so gorgeous. And all the photos I've been seeing of these jackets are just so stunning. Let me just say this. Don't feel bad if you do want this jacket or you will be buying this jacket, because if you are gonna wear it for years to come, then it's not just like a fast fashion participating in a trend and then throwing it away or instantly like getting tired of it sort of thing. Look into it. Look into yourself. Think about, will you be wearing this for more than one season? And then make your choice when you're gonna buy it. For trend number 13, we're gonna be talking about lace skirts or scarves over pants. Clearly this trend is not going anywhere. I think this trend is a solid year old now and it's still going strong. I think it's one of those things that it is such an easy way to elevate a simple jeans outfit that there's really nothing to hold you back. Barrier to entry is very low. You just have to acquire a lace scarf or a lace skirt. If you already have those pieces like I do, put it over your pants. Have I done it yet? No, I have not. That is so odd. I've actually been thinking about this trend for over a year now. I've been trying to tell myself, just style it once. Just put your lace skirt over some jeans and see how it looks, see how you like it. And I still haven't done it. I'm gonna do it though. I'm literally gonna write it in my calendar, like style this trend ASAP because you have all the pieces. It is just one of those things where I love scrolling through Pinterest and seeing hundreds of photos of girlies styling them, and somehow it feels a little bit too whimsical or too cutesy for me to participate in, but I'm over it now. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna wear it. And lastly, we have our 14th trend to talk about, and that is animal print. You guys, I feel like every year so far we've had one animal print that has stood out above all the rest. And this year, in my opinion, I think it's the snakeskin pattern. I saw a lot of people are saying it's the deer print. While I think that is a very cute print, I just don't know if that's really the case. It might be a very niche type of trend, but I don't think it's going to be the trend that's going to take over the majority of people. I think it's going to be snake pattern because in the fall winter fashion runways that we saw, there were already quite a lot of snake prints being featured. And when that happens, usually it trickles down into everyone else's styling choices. I actually happened to get myself a snake pattern, snake print leather jacket in the fall, and I still haven't worn it yet. So I'm excited to wear it regardless of where this trend goes. That one's more of a personal opinion. I don't know if everyone's gonna agree with me that that's the pattern that's gonna be the most popular animal print this year. That is everything that I had to cover in today's video of the top trends of 2026 so far, because we are only a month in. I'm excited to hear your guys' takes on all the trends that I mentioned or other trends that I might have missed out on. Let me know in the comments if there are any that I should have covered. These are the ones that have been most catching my eye in the last few weeks, so I really wanted to share them with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and let me know if there are other types of videos that you would like to see from me. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!